Welcome to Toffee TV. Here's my three things. Arsenal 4, Everton 0. The Blues hammered tonight in North London by the league leaders. In a game that, pretty much the way I thought the result would go. I expected a little bit more fight. I don't expect some of the things that have gone on tonight. Garner in particular, defenders running to the line for the third goal, and the manager refusing to give a centre forward more who needs experience. Some really poor things from Everton tonight. The first thing I want to talk about is Ellis Sims. I don't get Sean Dyche's approach here. I really don't. Neil Maupay's not the answer. He hasn't been the answer all season. He's not the answer. And I don't really like going in on players because there's many different reasons. But when it's really affecting my football team week after week, then it needs addressing. And I'm just not happy. I'm just not happy with the decision. He offers nothing. He offers absolutely nothing, Maupay. He's not fast. He doesn't keep the ball for us. He doesn't link the play well enough. He hasn't got good movement. He's nothing. And yet we've got a lad there who isn't ready, and I hold my hand up to that. I know he's not ready, but the only way he's going to get ready is by getting experience. Giving him a game in the derby. Oh, you're out now. At Anfield, he didn't perform at Anfield, so you're out the team. And yet the other fella's getting chance after chance. Nah, not good enough for me. This is a lad who, listen, let's be honest, right? Everton are going down unless they find goals. They're going to get relegated. They've scored 17 goals all season. It's atrocious. It's the worst in all 5 leagues, including the National League. The lowest scorers in the 5 English leagues. It's embarrassing. And yet you're leaving a lad who's got 1 goal up front. That's who leads the line for you. We ended up with Tom Davies practically playing as a striker. So I just don't get it. Ellis Sims has scored goals wherever he's gone. I keep reiterating, he's not the finished product. I don't even know if he'll ever be a Premier League striker. But he's a centre forward. He's big and strong. Well, he's big. He can get on the end of things and he does score goals, or he has done. So surely, if we're going to need him right now because Dom isn't fit, Maupay isn't the answer, let him get some experience to take some of the edges off. At least you give him games, and yet the manager keeps going back to Maupay. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And we've been hammered tonight, and he's not got on the pitch. Now, okay, he might start him at Forest on Sunday, and then that's a different thing altogether. But for me, that's a poor decision from the manager tonight not to bring him on. And just listen, other people might go, well, you're wrong, it's this, it's that. Fine, this is just my opinion. But I'm very disappointed in the manager tonight with that decision. Second thing is players just take responsibility. 3,000 Evertonians have gone down there on a Wednesday night, knowing we're the lowest goal scorers in all of England, in the top 5 leagues in England, knowing we're in the bottom 3, playing the top of the league. And some of the players' performances are shocking. We do that thing, we concede 1 goal, it's another one very quickly. Where's the heart and desire? What the hell's Garner doing on the edge of the box? What is he doing? What's he playing at on the edge of the box? Why are defenders running to the goal line instead of marking people? It's just little things. Why aren't we braver on the ball? Why are we passing when we should be shooting? Why aren't we committing men forward? Why is there no conviction in some of the stuff we do? Why are we fucking useless away from home? They're in it. We're going down here. We're going down, and some players are walking around like it's day 2 of the season, and things will come right as we go on. The games are running out. We got 13 games left. We need to win 5 of them. That's a massive ask. We've won 5 in 25 games. And I'm saying we need another 5 wins. Where are they coming from? Where are the goals coming from? And yet players are Michalenko letting Saka run off him, his man. Garner just dawdling. Oh, what day is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, it's in the net. Tarkovsky, Michalenko running to the goal line. Michael Keane, nowhere, didn't have a clue anyone was behind him. What is happening? What is going on? This is game after game. It's just embarrassing. We've had a chance there at the end. Ramsdale's made a good save from Damari Gray, and he's laying on the floor. Tom Davies runs it. The goal's gaping. to put the ball in the net, and we somehow contrive to miss that opportunity. It's pathetic. You would laugh if it was another club, but obviously we're not going to laugh with Evertonians. But it is embarrassing to watch. I've never seen anything like it. In all my years watching Everton, I've never seen a team so shot shy in all of my life. With just genuinely there's nothing in that team that's got goals in it. And the manager has got to do something different. Stop just putting Maupay in and thinking he might get one today. He's not going to get a glut of goals that you think he is. He's not even in the right areas. You've got to, drop him and make him wind him up a bit so that when he does come on, he may well end up getting in the right areas. Do something different. Bring in, just put Damari Gray in. Do something, or Stan Mills from the bloody 21s or something. At least have him on the bench. Gotta have to do something, because we've got to win some games of football. We're so blunt on the top end of the pitch. It's embarrassing. It really is. My God. And the third thing is, we're staring relegation in the face now, aren't we? We're in the bottom three. Everyone's got a game in hand on us. We've been spanked 4-0. The goal difference, we were in on par with a lot of teams down there a few weeks ago. We're not now. We're falling towards the likes of Bournemouth and Southampton. And that is it's terrible now. And the board, Kevin Thelwell, the owner, have all got to look at themselves here. We went through January. We done it in August. We went through January without getting a forward in. And listen, I may as well clip me 3 talking points from January and just put one of them in, because I was saying then we had to get attackers in. I was saying it in December, November, October, September, when the window shut. Well, everything will go to January. It's almost impossible for Everton to fail in January, because we know what's needed. And fail we did. And that, don't get me wrong, Kevin Thelwell must take some of the blame. The recruitment team, Dan Purdy, people like that in that recruitment team that somehow, with all the gadgets in the world, are unable to identify a forward player. Don't bring Dan Juma back, because that's embarrassing. Another bloody champ, FIFA. A kid on FIFA could have gone, oh, that Dan Juma at Villarreal, go and get him 3 weeks into a transfer window. But all those people I've just named, job has been made 10 times harder by the way the club has been run, by our owner that doesn't have a clue. So much so the club can't do anything, because we've ballsed it up that much that the Premier League have still got us by the bollocks with what we can bring in terms of sale, in terms of buying people. We have to sell players, and then we might be able to bring someone in because of the Premier League. Because of a rule that is nonsense, by the way. It's their own little rules that they've made. And their own little rules that they've made is basically playing jeopardy with Everton's Premier League future. But the caveat to that is, and I'm going to kind of contradict myself massively here, the rules are there, and we've looked past them and got ourselves in a situation where we can't spend money, which is just pathetic. Given the money we've had, Everton have spent under Mashiri, he's been at the club owned the club 7 years, or, been the majority shareholder 7 years this week. And Everton have spent nearly £700 million in that time. I know we've recouped 400 odd, but that's how much we've spent. And we don't have goals in our front 3 or 4. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that we're still having to wait for Dominic Calvert-Lewin to get fit, because we don't have other goals. I'm asking for a 21-year-old striker with very little Premier League experience to lead our line, because we are that desperate for something different, because he might be able to get on the end of something. Everton Football Club, with that kind of money, should have 3, 4, 5 forwards who can all score goals, wingers with goal records, and yet the money we have spent, we've gone and bought lads with no history of scoring goals. None whatsoever. And that is a terrible, terrible indictment of what has gone on in Farhad Moshiri's Everton era. And it's why we're where we are. Teams who don't score goals get relegated. Everton have the lowest scorers in the top 5 divisions in England. And nothing else really needs to be said. There you go. That's my rant. I apologise if I've pissed people off, but there you go. It is what it is. Another defeat for Everton. I expected it. It's not really the result. The results I kind of expected. It's the way we lose games, and it just frustrates me that we've put ourselves in this position, and it frustrates me when the manager won't do something different. Just hang your hat on Sims. Just go. We're going all in on Ellis Sims until Dominic Calvert-Lewin's available. Maupay can come off the bench for 15, 20 minutes, and then he might be able to run around, and he might look a bit quicker than he does when he starts the game. Go all in and see if we can get something off him and see what happens. There you go. That's enough from me. Yeah. See you later.